Well, you can forget Calvin Ridley. Dallas still stinks. You're my doing, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I hope you guys are doing. I hope you're hanging in there. There is some crazy news going on right now in the NFL. We got a lot of rumors. We got a lot of stuff to get into, and I'm going to jump just right into it after I say this. If you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, and you know what? If you've been subscribed for a while, double check and make sure you're still subscribed. For whatever reason, I've had tons of people get unsubscribed unknowingly. And, you know, over 30 people have told me this. So double check and just make sure you're still subscribed. I don't know why, you know. Also, I will not be able to stream the Sixers today. Unfortunately, they played at a horrible time for me. I tried to come home early. It's not going to work. But I will be streaming Sixers on Thursday. I already made a free time for that. It's the Nets have to. Now, let's just jump right into this NFL news because it's crazy. Calvin Ridley, a guy, and I'm thinking about this like, geez. Calvin Ridley was a guy that I thought the Eagles were definitely going to have interest in and possibly try to make a trade to basically acquire. But he has been suspended by the NFL for the entire 2022 season for gambling on football. And it sounds like it was a 5-day period in November where he was gambling. No insider trading information or anything like that. At least not yet. That's not what they said. But he was gambling on football. I want to know who ratted him out. Like, who ratted him out? Somebody ratted him out. There's a rat. Because if you gamble football just like any other person, nobody's going to know unless you tell them. And then somebody's got to take that information and tell the commissioner and tell the league. I don't know. Kind of crazy. But either way, you got to take him off the board. You have to take him off the board now because he's suspended the whole season. You're not going to trade for him now. So that is one option, a good option that, yeah, you can forget about it. It's gone. It's gone. It's like me when I get out of the store because everybody thinks I look like Denzel Washington. And I don't want to be there trying to sign autographs. So I have to get the hell out of there. That is exactly like that. You can forget him. You can forget him. It's done. Sucks, man. Totally sucks. Some other things we got to talk about right now. Harold Landry and Justin Reid, the safety of the Texans. There's a lot of buzz right now that if Harold Landry becomes a free agent and Justin Reid, which I think Reid will be, but Landry, I think there's still some talking and still some internal stuff with the Tennessee Titans that basically say that Landry, if he becomes, you know, they may still tag him, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, I just say it that way. They're thinking of still tagging Landry. So he may not make it, but if he does, sounds like the Eagles want to pursue him. He had, I think, 12 sacks last year. He would be a tremendous upgrade for the Eagles. I would absolutely love Harold Landry. I talked about him a few years ago because there was some whispers that he could be possibly on the move. I think that was like a year ago. But now his contract's running out. He could hit the free agent market, and it sounds like the Eagles want him and Reid. That's according to Ed Kratz, okay? So that's what he's saying. Now, something interesting, something Ed Kratz also said is that he expects them to get a defensive end in free agency and a defensive end in the draft. This is exactly what I've been saying the Eagles should do. This is what I've said that the Eagles will do, is you got to get 2 defensive ends. I would get one in free agency and one in the draft. And if they can get Harold Landry, that is a tremendous upgrade, okay? So let's see how that works out. I'm not sure the kind of money he's going to command. I think Reid is asking for somewhere around $17 million. So it's going to be a hefty price. But I think the Eagles would pay that for a guy like Landry. So that would be a tremendous signing if it's true. Okay? And the other part of it is drafting a defensive end. Now, John McMullen, he's saying that the Eagles love David Ojabo. And you know I love David Ojabo too, and that they're going to look to trade up to try to get him. It is really early, and we don't know that for sure. A lot of things can happen, but out of what I've seen from the combine, what I've seen from the guys I've looked at, and I haven't looked at everybody yet. David Ojabo is my target. He's my number one guy I'm going for because to me, I think he has the highest ceiling. I think he has the highest upside. He's raw. He's got a lot to learn. Got to put on weight, but upside. I think he's got tremendous upside. And speaking of players with upsides and the scouting combine, I thought Travon Walker helped himself out more than anybody in the combine. I had him as like a mid to late first round pick. He shot up the charts to me. I think he could go before David Ojabo, which may help the Eagles' case for getting Ojabo. And when I say trade up for Ojabo, I don't think you have to attach 2 first-round picks. I don't think you have to attach a first-round pick and a second, maybe even a first and a third. I think you're only going to have to go up 3-4 slots. So 3-4 slots, I think if you can go up, you can get him. And that's my guy. I'm going after David Ojabo. That's who I want. That's who I need. I think having Ojabo come in to the Eagles, work behind Brandon Graham for a year, another fellow Michigan guy who wore 55, and learning from him, I think it would be a great deal. But Ojabo, I think the guy's awesome. That's my man. That's my man. And he had a great combine too, by the way. So if Mullen's right, and the Eagles are going to try to trade up for Ojabo, get Harold Landry, get Reid, hey, listen, this could be a great offseason. This could be an amazing offseason in my mind. No question about it. Yeah, so I thought Travon Walker helped himself. I thought Jordan Davis, a lot of people were surprised by Jordan Davis and what he did. I wasn't. He kind of did what I expected. If you've been listening to me the last several weeks, last month really, I've talked tremendously high about Jordan Davis, saying if you get a chance to get him, you have to get him. Like if there was a situation where you could get like Ojabo and Jordan Davis, that would be a dream situation to me. That would definitely be a dream situation. But I expected him to perform very well at the combine. My biggest fear of Jordan Davis is just that will weight become an issue later on in his career? That's the only thing I worry about. I think the guy can play in a 4-3, 3-4. I think he could be dominant. Okay, so Jordan Davis, he definitely was the talk of the combine, no question about it. But I kind of expected what I got from him. The one guy I wasn't kind of impressed with, to be quite honest with you, and I'm not saying he's not going to be a good player. I'm not saying he shouldn't go top 5. But Aiden Hutchinson, at least in the combine, there's nothing that flew off the TV at me going, oh wow, look at that. I was like, yeah. But Ojabo, yeah. Walker, yeah. I mean, those guys were popping, man. They were popping. And I don't look at Ojabo and say, okay, or Walker and say, okay, these guys had good scouting combines, so let's put everything in the scouting combine. No. The scouting combine only confirmed what I thought about David Ojabo, what I thought about Jordan Davis, what I thought about Travon Walker. Now, Walker, I thought he was pretty good anyways. I thought he was a first-round pick anyways. But I think because of his size and stuff, he's going to rise. But I think the combine really, to me, just showed me what we already knew about these guys. So, dude, this draft is going to be insane. And if it's true the Eagles like David Ojabo, who I think when you look at him, you look at his backstory, he is the guy that the Eagles are going to pursue. I think the Eagles will end up with either Ojabo or Walker. It will be one of those two, in my opinion. But we'll see. Kyle Hamilton, he ran a bad 40. I thought Hamilton. I thought Lloyd. I didn't think they had the greatest combines. I'm not saying that they're going to drop or they're going to be bad, but their combines were like, I didn't think that they were that good either. So it's crazy. And then of course you get Sauce Gardner. To me, Sauce Gardner is the best corner in this draft. He's the best corner in this draft, and I think he's going to go in the top 5. I think he'll go in the top 5. Total stud, man. Total stud. He ran a 4.41, I believe. So, I mean, this draft is deep. It has tremendous amount of talent, and that should make you scared. Because you know why. Howie Roseman's making the picks, and he's got to nail it this year. And it is Howie Vision, and we're all just living in it. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. And Calvin Ridley, dumb, man. Dumb. We could have had him. I think the Eagles would have gone after him. I think they would have gone after him. Crazy. Crazy. Listen, man, you know, I'm sure a lot of players bet. Okay, I'm sure they bet games that have nothing to do with them. I'm sure it happens. But don't get caught. Don't get caught. Hey, yo, Calvin Ridley, you got a rat amongst you. You got a rat amongst you. Denzel Washington out.